Hi Squarespace users! Today I'm going to show you how you can use an SVG icon. In this example, it is going to be from Font Awesome, and how you can customize your header navigation. So with these icons. So for me, on this website, the patient portal actually goes to a completely external website, and it is using therapyportal.com. And it is opening in a new tab, but I want users to have a visual indicator that this is going to take them somewhere else. So I'd like to use a Font Awesome icon like this. Okay, so this external link. So if I look at let me come in here to my pages. You can see that I am using external links to go to anchors on this page. So really, when I click fees and insurance, it is taking me further down the page to fees and insurance. The same as Meet Emily and Contact, right? These are using anchors. So the problem that causes me in this case is that when it is using an external link, Squarespace is adding a class, header nav item external. And I could use that class and customize it in CSS. But in this case, it would classify all of my internal page anchors because it's one long page. All right, so that's really not going to work for us. If I come into how I can edit the links, you can see that I do not have a place that I can add a class or an ID, so I'm out of luck that way. Now, I want to be able to, I could say, okay, the fourth item in my navigation, and I could create very distinctive CSS for that. However, I want the navigation to be able to change and it not be reliant on the order of the navigation. So what I'm going to do is use CSS that is going to be checking for if the href, if the actual URL includes the words therapy portal. All right, so I have this piece of code put together, and I'm going to take out the comment so you can see what happens. Ta-da! All right, we have that SVG, that Font Awesome icon is now to the right of Patient Portal. So this is saying if there's a link, and if that link includes the text Therapy Portal, then after the link, with a margin of left 8 pixels, put this content. And so the important thing for your content is you're going to use a single quote mark to wrap the entire content in within the parentheses. Then you're going to copy and paste in the data image SVG plus XML and the character set UTF-8, comma. Then you're going to include the SVG that you copy right from Font Awesome. So if I come into Font Awesome, I can select the tab for SGV, and when I hover over it, I can copy the code snippet. All right, so once that is copied in, I am going to add 3 things, and they are right here. So I'm going to give my icon a width. So in this case, let's say I gave it a width of 20 and a height of 20. You will see that the icon gets bigger, right? So I'm controlling it with this new width and height that I have copied and pasted in. So this did not come directly from the code on Font Awesome. In addition, I've added this fill equals white. So you could put any color you want here, right? Okay, so you can see it changes live in our editor. All right, so I have an article that talks about how this could be applied in other use cases and talks about why this is so useful. So one use could be you could grab on a site all the URLs that end in a PDF and put PDF in parentheses after those PDFs. You could add a SVG of a PDF icon and put that afterwards. So this is where I spell out the steps of how you would add a single quote. This is what you would copy, and then what's bolded here is what you copy and paste and add yourself. There's also code pins that you can look at. You can add Font Awesome using Unicode as long as you have Font Awesome CSS in your project. So I go through options for that, and just all the different ways that you can use CSS to do href matching. And so things like, does it have example in it? Is it an exact URL match? So you can be very, does it just contain or is it exact? And then there's even more ways that you can attribute value match, and I have those spelled out here. So I will put this link to the blog post in the video, and hopefully this is just really helpful and gives you ideas for how you could use this kind of CSS in any platform, Squarespace included, and a very practical way that you could add a single icon in your navigation based on some type of href matching. All right, so I hope this really helps you. If you enjoy this video, then please subscribe. I record all kinds of videos that have to do with graphic design and its intersection with web design and programming. And so Squarespace is part of that. All right, good luck.